Good evening, good evening. It's 8 o'clock and here we are. So, can you believe it? I'm actually in the scrapbook shop. I am finally at work again. I'm finally in the store. I know. There's still some things lying around, but I promise there's nobody else in here. It's just me. Which is also why I don't have a mask on. So I wanted to get on here just a minute or two early, and I wanted to show you guys a new layout kit that we have put together. We just got it finished today earlier. Thankfully, my husband was here to help me, which was great. Don't think I could have gotten it done on time without him. So let me show. It's not Christmas though, just so be prepared. Even though it is Christmas in July at the scrapbook shop, this is not Christmas layout. So anyway, here you go. Here it is. This is a cute layout that we've put together. The sky is the limit. So you get all the bits and pieces. You get the whole title, everything you see here. This kit is available now on our website as well as in the store, and they retail at $19.99 plus tax. All right. The other thing I wanted to quick show you guys, I'm going to take you over here to my other tables, is this cool line that we just got in. This is, again, not Christmas, but it is a summer line. It's all one-sided from American Crafts. And it's from their Box of Crayons collection. This one's my favorite. I love these guys. Maybe it's because I wear glasses too. Pencil crayons. And then this one is it's a new to us, but it's from Bo Bunny. I love this. All right. So, without further ado, let's rock on over here to my station. We'll get hooked up. And if all goes well, we'll get, this is the sketch that we are going to be doing. Hi. Debbie Sanders from Scrapbook Generation. So this is what we're going to be creating with. All right, let's get hooked up here. Okay, so somebody will have to let me know if I'm off camera, okay? So another one of the new paper that we got in is from Photoplay. Hi Joanne, so nice of you to join me. Is from Photoplay, For the Love of Winter. Now, I know that it's not like screaming Christmas, but that's all right. I love the tones in this, and I've been like itching to use this paper line. So this, I am hoping, let me move some stuff around here. I'm a little close to the edge. That I can put this up here so you guys can still see it. Should be able to see that. If you can't, just let me know, okay? So the first thing that we need to decide on, and hopefully you guys have enough paper to choose from, is that we're going to choose this, well, our background is what we're going to choose. And on our sketch, it's very white, if you will. It's a very solid color. So keeping that in mind, I am going to flip through and show you guys what is on this paper. So this collection pack is available here at the store. You get 2 of every sheet. Oh, I like that one. And I believe the packages are $21.99. I believe. So far, I like that one the best. Oh, look at the swirls in that. Look at the hearts. Oh, that's so neat. Look there's music paper in the background. Oh, that's pretty. Trees with wood. I am going to go with this one here is what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to move those all aside. I can't wait to see what you guys are making. See how your pages turn out. So I'm just going to cut off this bar here because this is going to be my background. So. All right, so get that over there. I don't need that. All right, so I have in my sticker pack a nice long title that it's the most wonderful time of the year. I can't decide actually if, well, I'm gonna see. I would like to use this for the long title, but we'll see how it fits on the page once we get it all together. So next in here, so the nice thing about Scrapbook Generations is that they actually have directions, if you will. So the banners and strips, which are these, from left this way, it's 9 inches long, 1/2 inch wide. This one is 11 inches long and 1.5 inches wide. And then this little guy here is 11.5 inches by 1/2 inch wide. And then the last one with the striped is 10 inches long by 1 inch wide. And you'll see, I don't know how yeah, you guys can see it well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. If you wanted to, you could very, very easily have these 2 the same, but having these 3 different, I think will really pull it together a lot. And it'll add more interest to the page. So, knowing that we have this striped one here, I'm actually going to use this striped, mainly because I actually have a striped paper in the pack, so I kind of want to use it. So we're going to use that one for that one. This big one here, I am itching to use that one. So I got stripes, I got my big fat, that'll be that one, and then I need something for those 2 skinny ones. What have we got? We've got, oh, look at that, dots and snowflakes. Oh, did you ever forget that there's a double-sided to it? No, I'm still gonna go with these sides. Yep. Oh, wow, look at how rich that blue is. That's pretty. Okay. Straight. Oh, the cut aparts. Forgot about the cut aparts too. All right, so we're gonna put those away, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got my 4 sheets. Do you guys have your 4 sheets? Oh, thanks, Lee. It was kind of helpful that it was all in the same pack. All right, so if you guys got your colors picked, your pages, if so, let's start chopping. So I'm gonna leave this up here so you guys can see it a little better while I start chopping over at. So we're going from this way, and here's the measurements that we need right here. So the first one is 9 inches long and 1/2 inch wide. I swear my desk keeps getting smaller. Inches by 1/2 inch. Now, a general rule that I always follow is that I will cut things the longest point first and then the short. So even though it says on here 1/2 inch by 9 inches, I will cut that 9 inches first and then the 1/2 inch afterwards. Alright, so there is that guy. Okay. Next is, we've got 11 inches by 1.5 inches. So something nice and wide. And, oh, there they are. 11 inches long. And 1.5 inches I think, Joanne, I think the sketch is already posted to the event, but I will add it to our Facebook. I will post it there. If you actually, Joanne, I think if you go to our actual website, www.thescrapbookshop.ca, that I believe it is there under events, like the entire photo of it. I will double check after class though. All right, so the next one here is 11.5 inches. So this skinny guy here by 1/2 inch. So by so there's that little guy. Oops, and then, last but not least, we've got this stripe pattern. So it's 10 inches by 1 inch. There we go. Hi, Naomi. Are you still out at the cottage? So we've got this paper pack here. I just want to reiterate, if you will. The paper pack is from Photoplay. It is there. Isn't that funny? What is the collection? Oh, For the Love of Winter is what it is. All right, tuck that there. I'm just going to make a... So these ones all have the tag ending, so I'm going to quick do that. There we go. And this one... and that one. So, where is... Never fails. You think you've got everything and then you don't. All right. So the ink that I'm using is the Ground Espresso from Distress Ink. Because it just helps, it helps the paper, the pages, it helps the pages pop. That's a whole lot of P. Did anybody lose power during that storm that we had there a couple days ago on the weekend? We didn't, thankfully, but I heard on the radio on Monday there when I was driving through town that there were over 400 people without hydro still. Paper. It's very pretty. All right, last but not least, oops. Sometimes with this really dark paper, and because this color of ink that I'm using is so dark as well, like you can see here that there's a white line on it. That's really the only reason why I'm inking the edges, is just to get rid of, because all the paper is white core. So it's just enough to get rid of that white line so that when you're laying it down, you can't see it. There we go. All right, so there's that one. There's that guy. Now you can see on the sketch they have circles and stars and stuff like that. Now I picked this one because it had a big conglomeration of shape there. I didn't pick it because of the circles. So what I'm going to do though before I move on is I'm actually going to glue these down because I like them where they are and there's nothing else that goes underneath them. So while I have them, quick add some adhesive and glue everybody down. Well, thanks, Joanne. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you weren't out of power for very long. I've had a few people ask me what my favorite adhesive is, and every single time I answer, it is the Scrapbook Adhesive Easy Runner. This one is my favorite. It comes, cartridges are refillable with this case, and it goes and it glides on so smoothly. This is a revamp of, if you will, of they used to have one that kind of looked like a teardrop shaped. It was terrible. You'd get about halfway through it and then all of a sudden it would start bunging up. I got very good at fixing them for people though. So we stopped carrying those ones because of all the issues, and we started carrying these ones instead, and they're actually more cost effective. And you get a pack of 3 refills. There we go. And the reason I like this tape so much is because if I had accidentally screwed up something like I did with this browner one, I can actually pick it up, and if I'm gentle enough, I can move it. It doesn't actually become permanent until I think about 24 hours or so, and even then there's been times where I've been able to lift and reset something, but it's not going to go anywhere without a little bit of force. Okay, so you see here they've also got these 3 little lines here. Now that would be for your dates or your journaling or anything like that. So if you had very specific photos here, then this is where you would write that information. So I'm actually going to pull out the sticker sheet and I'm going to see what's here. Now I love these skates, and these guys here. Okay, so I know some of you are familiar with this trick. I've used it, I think, on a few of our classes anyway. But, oops, how would I open that? Over the garbage can. So this here is, I think it's baking soda. Okay, so at home I have flour. Here I have baking soda. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I love this one here, and I'm going to de-stickify it, is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to dump it in there, and take it off, and cover the adhesive with it. Okay, so there's one. kind of digging. I like these skates I really like, but I don't know. We'll see. What sticks out to you guys? Because I like everything on this page. Something on here you want me to use? I'm liking these flowers. Yeah. That one. We've got 1, 2, 3 big shapes. And then 1, 2, 3 smaller shapes. So that, I was going to use those and the, oh, there's a little candy cane in it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, I wanted to use this snowflake. There we go. The baking soda is to take it, because this is a sticker sheet and I want to be able to pop dot some of them. So the reason I'm using the baking soda is to coat the backing of it so that it is no longer a sticker. That's why. And you can use flour, and you can use, because at home I have flour in a little container like this. Here I have baking soda. Don't use salt. It's not fine enough. I think I'm gonna grab this guy. Oops, get in there. And these birds. Half the fun is just choosing what you want. Now, if you'll look here, guys, there's 1, 2, 3 small square lines, okay, which actually match with 1, 2, 3, these 3 lines that are here. So, depending on how it's looking once we all got, we very easily could use those, or Chill Out. Winter Sparkle, there's another one. I think, yeah, Baby Powder, perfect. Yep. Baby powder would smell better. That's for sure. All right, so what we've got here, so here's a big one, here's a big one, and here's a big one. Okay, so those are my 3. I'm definitely going to use those there. Sorry, I'm definitely going to use those there. I likes them. All right. So where are my pop dots? There we are. So this is another scrapbook adhesive product that we carry here at the store. It's their 3D foam squares. I love these things. So they come in 2 sizes, itty bitty and the big ones, okay? I use both just the same, and I use, sometimes I will even cut these little guys in half, sometimes even in quarters, just to make them, you know, fit into that little spot that I need or want them to. So I really want to pop this guy here. And I mean, if you just wanted to lay your stickers down, then by all means, you don't need to use the baby powder or the flour or, in my case, the baking soda at all, right? There we go, I love that. So you just lay them down. Another way to add dimension without adding bulk is to add some distress ink. And since we started inking the edges of all the other pieces, we really should do these guys as well. There we go. So while I'm thinking about it, and I don't know that this class is actually going to take us the whole hour like I was thinking it would, but was there something in the store that you guys wanted me to show you while I'm here and you're here, and I can take the camera around at the end of the live? Take you through our Christmas section? Yeah, I really like this set. Oops. I lost my birdies. There we go. All right, so now we've got the big ones are, oops. All right, so those are there, the big ones. And then we've got these little guys here. So I'm actually going to use this as one of my little ones. What else is on here? Those books are nice. I like these. Oops. All right, and quick run some ink around these. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So the nice thing about these sketches is that as you're going through them, is that you can, like, it's just a something, right? But it's a repeating pattern. So there's 3 things and they're relatively the same size, so your eye picks up on them. They could be the same color, they could be the same shape, but it's in my instance, I'm using ones that are the same color, or the same shape, I mean. So it's a 1, 2, 3, so the same shape, the same size, which is why it's able to flow across the page the way it is. Okay. All right, I'm going to pop this guy. Yeah, that's better. I didn't realize there were so many snowflakes in this line. actually going to pop this one as well. And then I'm going to adhere this one. I know. That means that I didn't necessarily need to get rid of the adhesive that was already on it, but there we go. And this is why I love these pop dots. Look at how easy that pops off. I don't have to fight with it. I don't have to argue. They just pop off. And they come in white as well. Look at how smoothly those come off. Love it. All right. Birds. There he is. We actually had some cardinals, a pair of cardinals in our backyard there the other day. I couldn't believe it. We installed a bird feeder at the beginning, or near the beginning of all this, when COVID stuff, and I tell you, it was the best $6.50 I've ever spent. So, for the matting, I'm normally what I would use is something from like a solid cardstock or something like that. But I'm actually, like, I love this paper line so much, and there's so much to it that I think I'm actually going to pull out some paper from it. Like, I really like this. I can't decide, you guys. Yeah, Joanne, I saw that too. So hopefully I moved it far enough. Nope, didn't. There we go. Think I got it. So what you can see here is that his tail and this are a little bit overhanging, and, well, needless to say, I will be cutting those off. I like that one the best. Okay, so this says that they're going to be 6x4 photos, okay? You're welcome, Joanne. So what I'm actually going to do, because I like to mat my photos, is I'm actually going to cut my paper to 6 1/4 by 4 1/4, and that will give me a nice 1/8 of an inch border. Now I could do more. Sometimes I've done like 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. And I actually might start with that in this brown, because I really like this. there's one, and there's two. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so what are you guys thinking so far? So the most wonderful time of the year is this guy here, and there's nice long title. So it very well, like it could fit up there. I don't know if I'm digging the font, to be perfectly honest, but the other, I like this one, but it's not very big. I might have to come back to my title. Because what I do want to use is these guys here. I'm actually going to, well, before I forget again, oops, I moved it over. I'm going to ink my edges. I love the sentiment. It's one of my favorites. There we go. Make sure my leaves are going upside right. Are you guys playing along with the mixed balls? The Christmas balls, the mini Christmas balls in the jar? There's a gift for you if you get the correct and your name is pulled from a jar. We have it on in-store, on Facebook, and on Instagram as well. So you actually have 3 chances to win. But every time you make a guess on, well, you can make a guess on each of the platforms, so you have 3 times the chance to win. There we go. Yeah, that's super pretty. I likes that. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to use twine and all kinds of, so this is how I store my twine, which is really, well, that and lace, and there's a whole bunch of, oh, that might be, no, of course it's attached to something. There we go, that's what I need. Because what I want to do is I want to start embellishing. Oh, that's lots. There we go. Alright, those guys are all down. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to wrap this around here a couple of times. Like so. And then I'm going to add these beautiful things. So this is actually a very heavy metal. It is pine cones. So they're 2 different sizes, and we have these in the store in our loose metal section. Oops, I just unwrapped it. Does not figure. There we go. So sometimes I find that it is easiest if I tighten this first-ish, get it where I want it to be, and then I can hold it in place, and I'm actually going to glue it on the back. So my favorite wet glue to use is this stuff here from iCraft. It's called Ultra Bond. But we also have Beacon glue, which we affectionately call puking glue in the store as well, and it will hold down anything as well. There we go. Oop. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's on the back. So now what I want to do is I want to get these guys on here. So thankfully Ranger was kind enough to make these nice and big so we could do that. You ever feel like you need an extra hand? Oops. There we go. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try to put these guys in the knot. And if I did it right, it would be a lot easier to do. So you have to knot the knot first, or start the knot first. There we go. And then put your stuff on. 1, 2, there we go. Oh, these guys are so cute. That's better. There. All right. So, and see, I've still got enough play with, even though it's glued on the back, I have enough play that I can manipulate where this is going to go. You could easily, yep, put Scotch tape on the back, absolutely. Yep, you could even use this stuff if you wanted to, because I mean, you're going to be gluing it down anyway. Awesome. Well, do you think there's anything else I need to add? I'm debating on what to do for these. These guys are way down here. You know what? Let's go vertical. Yes, let's do that. Instead of horizontal. Oops. And it's crooked. There we go. Yes, that I like. I like that a lot. All right. Now, what I really want to do is actually pop dot these, because that's just how I roll. And so I'm going to flip it over and do that. There we go. Oh, that is nice paper, guys. Alright, actually, I'm going to put a couple of these in the middle here. Now, sometimes you just need a little bit of sparkle. So I'm going to show you, there we go, another product that we carry called Wink of Stella. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, we are sold out of it, but it is definitely, it's a regular stock item for us. I had a lady come in just the other day and she bought me out. Because I really want to accent these beautiful snowflakes that are up here. So it looks like this, and when you get it, it actually comes with a plastic black ring right here. So you have to unscrew this, take that ring off and throw it away, recycle it, I mean, and then shake it up. Shake it. Okay, and then you just use your brush and you can draw wherever you want a little bit of sparkle. And it's a great way to put glitter on something without the mess. Especially if you just want a hint. I'll show you guys up close to the camera here in just a second. So it does actually say push on here, so there's a well that's in here. You can see it gets wicked down there onto the brushes, onto the bristles, I mean. But this is one of my favorite products. All right. So now you can see oh, I hope the camera picks it up. It's so subtle. Can you see it? But it's just enough to add, it just makes it so elegant, or at least I think it does. Oops. Well, you guys, that's all for that. I think it turned out pretty nice. Well, I hope you guys have been following along. And I really, really, really want to see what you guys were making. So, just to recap, we've got the banners here and the stripes. And we've got our banners and stripes here. We've got a big thing, 3 big things, okay? And we've got our 3 big things, and then we've got a little grouping down here with 2 more here. Oh, I just realized that they've got 3 dots in here as well. I have some enamel dots. There they are. There they are. These little guys in here. So I want to use this one. There we go. And this guy. And this guy. There we go. Now you see here, it does have this arrow here, and you very easily, like, you could have added, like, there's some chill out on here that we could have added, right? We could have added, what's another one? Any of these, winter days, birds, cold outside, that's a nice long one, right? We could have stuck it over there. Okay. And you're right. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's really nice. Well, you're welcome, Joanne. I'm glad you like them. If you come across a sketch that you would like to do and that you want to do with me, then please send it over. Let me know. And we can take it apart and we can walk through it. Oops. Almost put it on upside down, guys. Oh, I didn't even ink the edges on that one. There we go, that's better. And there we have it. Oops, I got that one in the wrong spot. So the thing about these is that if you move them aside, because I used all of my pop dots were the same height, you can move them aside so that they'll fit on top of each other. Now if I wanted to, because this one here is a pop dotted already, if I wanted this one to be even higher, all I would have to do is actually put a second layer of pop dots on here, and then it would sit above all the rest of them. So I could easily, you know, move it in. Okay, like that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys the oh, we're on the move. There we go. Different angle, lots of dimension. This was made with the Photo Play collection called For the Love of Winter. off of this sketch right here. I think we did okay. So I was telling you guys about the mini Christmas balls that you have to guess how many are inside of it. Here they are. What do you think? How many do you think are in it? You can guess on Facebook. You can guess on Instagram. You can email it to us. You can come into the store. Lots of ways to enter the draw. And when you make a guess, your name goes into the draw to this stamp set. Yes. You're entered into the draw for this. Oh, that's terrible. All right, turning the camera back around. For this super cool stamp set. I love using this stamp set. I've used it for calendars. I've used it for journaling, diaries, travel journals. You can use it for, actually the first thing I thought of when I saw this was a advent calendar. Cool, eh? Well, I hope you guys had a great time. Oh, that's my... And we shall see you guys next time. Have yourselves a great night, you guys.